Welcome back to episode 26 of the Fitness Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, Amanda Micallef, and today's show has been sponsored by Divine Physiques Coaching and was recorded live on Facebook for our weekly Mindset Monday. I know I might be jumping the gun a little bit here, but if you are listening on iTunes or on SoundCloud, it would really help to boost the show's ratings amongst the thousands of other fitness podcast shows that are out there. If you would kindly take 30 seconds right now to give the show a 5-star review. Of course, you can wait until the end of the show or during the show if something really resonates with you to decide if it's worthy or not, but I do need your help to get me in front of more eyes and ears and ultimately help to continue spread my message. So on today's show, I asked the question of whether or not you are putting out enough. It sounds a little derogatory, but it really is a case of putting in the hard yards and focusing temporarily more towards the things that are hard now and bringing the scales of balance a little bit out of whack to get what you want, but letting you know that this is all part of the process. Also, if you are feeling a little stressed out or overwhelmed with your current situation and are struggling to stick to a health and fitness journey, you might really enjoy my free 7-day mini mindset cheat sheet. Stay tuned until the end of the episode. I will share that link and more information on that with you. On that note, I hope you enjoy today's show. Good morning to everyone out there in Instagram and Facebook land. I hope all of you had a really good weekend and got up to things that were exciting or made use of your 2-day break if you had 2 days off. Or if you caught up with friends, did something different this weekend. I did something different this weekend. I actually went to the Eureka Tower, which was beautiful. Really, really nice view. Didn't do the 3-meter step out view, but we still went onto the balcony, which was really nice. So also went to the NGV, so the National Gallery of Victoria, which was also really nice. So this morning on this Mindset Monday, I wanted to talk about, are you putting out enough? So it sounds a little grotesque in that, you may take it as the wrong way, but basically, are you putting out enough is, are you doing the necessary work to get what you want? So if we paint a picture about success, all right, success is very much like an iceberg. So at the top of the iceberg is where you see the end result. The trophy, the smiles, the transformation photos, the glory. What you don't see are the months and the months of sacrifice and preparation that went into that end result. So for those of you out there that are athletes, you can relate to this saying that the competition day was easy, the real work was done in practice. So what's important though is that when you set your sights on a goal, that there has to be an element of joy along the way. Guys, if you aren't enjoying the process of what you're doing, whatever your endeavor is, whether it's fat loss, whether it's running a business, whether it's you're renovating a house, for example, or if you're trying to change something internally and you're listening to more podcasts than what you ever have in the past, or you're reading more books, or you're changing the way that you think, that is a process. And that's a really long process that can go on for a very, very long time. And you need to find joy in that moment, in those moments, doing that every single day. So along that way, you would definitely endure some suffering just to break through to that next level, to reach a new level of happiness ultimately. But your perspective on things will quickly define whether what you're doing is worth the work you're putting in or not. So if what you have always done continues to keep you small, well, maybe you aren't putting enough energy towards what you really want. Instead, we often get to our breaking point and then we stop ourselves because at that point we've found enough happiness. But instead we self-sabotage and we don't continue to work harder towards our pursuit to greatness. So we will reach a level and then we just come back down again. We hit it, we come back down. Because beyond that is the unknown. And that's where the internal stuff needs to be changed. That's where you need to work on your internal story, changing your paradigm so that you can continue on to that next level. Where the problem is, though, we're often sold the idea that we must achieve balance in every area of life. And as easy as that sounds, even achieving balance takes a lot of work. It takes good time management to fit everything into one day or to spread it across 1 week. So if you're wanting fat loss, for example, in a somewhat shortish amount of time, say within 1 year, yet you've had negative habits for years upon years, then shortcutting this process will take an unmeasurable amount of work. And by unmeasurable, I mean most will take for granted just how much harder you need to work to change old habits. How many hours are actually required to be put into prepping food, going for that walk, all those walks, pushing those weights, how many times you need to run to the shops to buy more food. And then on top of all that, you need to fit in time to see your friends, your family, run your business, go to work, etc. Then clean your house or watch those TV shows you like to watch, if that's what you enjoy. The question is, though, what's most important to you is how you're currently investing majority of your time. So if you say you really want to invest in your health, to feel a little stronger, to stop yawning at 3 p.m, to stop craving so much sugar, yet you spend more time out partying on the weekends or studying for those exams or working really hard, then you need to look at your overall picture and shuffle a few things around on your list of priorities and redirect your time and energy accordingly. And, that may mean you need to say no to a few extra gatherings if it means that your current health is in a dire state that needs more focus and attention. To be able to find a sense of balance, some things need to get out of balance to tip the scales of focus elsewhere. And that's okay. Yeah, so if you're not happy with where things are at in your life and your health, you can't keep staying unhappy, waiting for your knight in shining armor to come and save you from the internal battle that you keep feeling. Because happiness is an inside job, our internal story, our normal operating system. And like all good stories, we can change the course at which we run on each and every day. But it comes back to your priorities. If you are not prioritizing your time in the gym, or the time to prepare those meals well and truly in advance so that you don't just eat whatever that is not going to get you the body or the energy that you need in order to cope with the stress of your job or chasing after your children, for example, or to feel better about yourself, or the fact that your sex life is terrible and your partner no longer finds you attractive. That sucks too. And that could be an internal factor as to why you decide that you want to drop the weight. Could be other things. It could be a million reasons. It doesn't even matter. What matters is how you are ticking boxes every single day and what you're doing. So just to kind of summarize all this, yeah, if you can hear the audio okay, just give the video a thumbs up. Just let me know that you're here. Say hello in the comments below. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, just so you know. So if my eyes are going here or there, you know why. Number one, I think life is hectic for most people majority of the time. There's no doubt about it. We live very, very busy lives, okay? But we can certainly make that time far more meaningful and enjoyable by governing that process towards more of what we want. Number two, and if more of what we want means an element of suffering, pain, and missing out in the interim, then so be it. Suck it up. Reprioritize, write a list. This morning, I wrote a list of the things I needed to do. It's 11 o'clock in the morning at the moment, and so far I've already done the following. I got up at 7 because I set an alarm. I've meal prepped 1.5 kilos of chicken, a bag of potatoes. I've washed the dishes a few times. I've made my bed. I've had a shower. I've fed my cat. I've prepped notes for this morning's mindset. And I've changed my cat's litter, all by 11 a.m. So I haven't stopped all morning, but I've written a list, and on that list, I've ticked it off as I've gone by. So if you're not writing a list, guys, write a list. can seriously get a lot done when you have your tasks in front of you, and stop guessing your day. Make your day work for you. Number 3, everything runs at peaks and troughs. Some days, weeks, and months will be more hectic than others, but we're required to weather the storms if we're to find calm seas along the way. So your weeks, your months are going to be like that. That's success. Okay, it's not this straight linear progression, slowly increasing successfully, easily along the way. Life's going to happen. Shit's going to step in your way. Exams are going to pop up. Someone's going to pass away. Someone needs you to work an extra shift. A birthday's going to pop up that you're going to need to go to. Regardless of what happens, every day, just one day at a time, plan your day properly. Number 4, don't wish for your process to be easy. Hope that you are given the tools to handle an exciting, unpredictable, and rewarding journey ahead. Number 5, find peace in the present. Stop getting hung up over the past. You'll only get depressed. Stop worrying for a future you cannot see yet. You'll only create more anxiety in your life. Number 6, life is a series of daily struggles with very few victories along the way. But the happiness we seek is always the interpretation of our internal story. Be careful how you talk to yourself. Be careful of the words that you choose to use, because that will shape your external. You can't keep trying to find happiness in that car, in that house, in that job, interstate, until you are happy with what's happening here, and in here. When you listen to this and this becomes better. What you see gets better. Number 7, you shouldn't have to despise, dislike, or hate what you are working towards. Instead, you should find peace in knowing that success doesn't stop. It's never ending, and it's found in the work that you do every day. We work so hard, for example, we work so hard for retirement. When we get to a retirement, we go, is this it? And have you got grandparents that are in their 70s and 80s and still working because they fear if they stop, they're going to die? Because working gives them purpose in life, not tinkering in the garden 6 hours for every day for the rest of their life. Moments of that are joyful, but doing that every single day with no purpose is not joyful in the long term. The long-term happiness that you seek is found in the work that you do every single day. That's just a reality of life. Number 8, the end result, if and when you get there, will only be a reflection of the sacrifices you've made when nobody was looking or cheering you on or patting you on the back. Don't do what you're doing for the end. Don't wait for the end. The end, it doesn't stop. Especially on a fat loss journey. My goals are changing year for year. Last year, I competed in powerlifting 3 times. This year, I'm prepping for a bodybuilding competition. Next year, I'll probably just taper back a little bit on training so I can enjoy life a little bit more. I've been working really hard for 11 years on my health and fitness and my mindset. I'm at a point in my life where I'm really happy with where things are at. In the next 6 to 12 months, my focus wants to steer more towards workshops, linking arms with people that are involved in mindset, helping people elevate to the next level, doing public speaking. Those are the sorts of endeavors that I wish to get involved into more of in the next 6 to 12 months. I'm 33, I'm going to be 34 in a couple of weeks. And so how I felt in my 20s about health and fitness is very different to how I feel now about it, what I'm working towards. After this competition is over with, I'm probably going to taper back to 3-4 days a week in the gym so I can spend more time going away on holidays, going away on the weekends, still keeping fit, still priming my mindset, still doing what I need to do, but make it less of a priority so I can bring the social aspect back into balance into my life. Because for so long, I put it on the back end. but I did what I had to do to get to where I wanted to get to, and that's okay. Because like I said, there are peaks and troughs in your life. Number 9, I promise that if you just surrender to the peaks and the troughs of your own sacrifice, you will find a lot of growth and happiness along the journey. That's it, guys. That's all for this morning's Mindset Monday. I hope you enjoyed that. If you've only just jumped on, go back and watch the start of the video. Okay, so it's all about prioritizing. Are you putting out enough? Okay. Anyway, so if you found it really useful, please give the video a like or a love, and make sure that you share the video if you can, or leave a comment below. I'd really love to know your thoughts on these things and where you feel you may be stuck in your own life, in your own process, in your own journey, in your own head. Are you putting, are you basically filtering out the white noise in your life and filling your head with the things that you need to fill yourself with in order to get what you need to in life? Thank you for jumping on with me this morning. Every Monday morning at 11 a.m. I'll be doing these lives both on Instagram and on Facebook. Okay, so if you're needing a bit of a pep up, jump on, have a listen, or watch a replay. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end it here. Have a great Monday, and write a list and get your stuff done. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks again for listening to today's episode. If you found value in the content, please take a screenshot of the podcast, post it to your Facebook or Instagram story, and tag me in it. My handle on Instagram is @Amanda_Divine Also, make sure that you grab your free copy of my 7-day mini mindset cheat sheet at askamandahow.com. My current clients get access to the full 6-week course, but today I wanted you to have the first week absolutely free. So in this cheat sheet, I will show you how to understand why change is so difficult, uncover where your priorities are currently at, understand how this may be affecting your ability to ultimately achieve the body and life you've been dreaming of, and also give you a homework task to help you put into practice what you will learn about yourself in this next 7 days. If you are interested in online or face-to-face coaching, you can book yourself in for a free 15-minute discovery call. That link is also below. So check that out if you wish to elevate your training and mindset to the next level. Once again, thank you for joining me on today's show, and I'll catch you on the next episode.